Hi, good evening. Thank you for joining me. We've got a new background, very exciting. So today is Thursday, which means that we're going to be doing another one of our art therapy inspired videos. I am by no means a registered or certified art therapist, but it's something that I took great interest in when I was studying at uni, and I did a lot of volunteer work with different groups that would usually benefit from this sort of form of therapy. So hopefully by uploading videos like this for people who aren't necessarily just children, you can also enjoy the benefits that come with creative expression and also get some knowledge on exercises that might help you in the future. Right now during lockdown, our mental health is a really important topic and something that we should certainly be keeping an eye on more closely than we perhaps usually would. I personally suffer from anxiety and depression, and the last couple of days for me have been incredibly difficult. Yesterday I actually had to write off the whole day and stay in bed, which was awful because I felt really guilty for not being productive or not doing work towards the at-home arts programme. But what is really important, and one thing that I try to remind myself, and something that I'm hoping that you're doing as well at home, is to give yourself credit where it's due. If you stay in bed all day but you still get up at one point to shower or to do the dishes, or if like me you steam cleaned the floors of your flat and then got back in bed, it helped, I don't know why. You have to remember that no matter what it is you do, even if it is a really small job or seemingly insignificant or unimportant, it's something that was incredibly challenging to you, where usually it wouldn't be that difficult. And you need to give yourself credit. You must remember to be kind to yourself, to praise yourself when you deserve it, and to give yourself credit where it's due. This is an incredibly difficult time for all of us, and even people who don't have pre-existing conditions are struggling. So that is part of the reason why I'm really pushing for this part of the programme, the Thursday videos. I think it's really important that we all at least consider how we're feeling, if not take action. So my experience yesterday actually quite greatly inspired the content for today's video. So this activity is sort of like a two-pronged exercise. Firstly, there is the act of actually making the thing that we're going to make. The benefits of art making and creative expression, whether it is a feeling of success when you've completed a task, or a feeling of productivity, whether it is doing something that you enjoy and you know it doesn't matter how it turns out because it's your piece of work, you're not making it for someone else, you're not doing a job for someone else, it's yours, it's for you. So it is a task that you can thoroughly enjoy the process of, as opposed to viewing it as a means to an end. But today the item that we're going to make is going to be something that we can continue to use afterwards to help promote better mental health, help to, even just in the slightest, organise our lives a little more during lockdown, try to help us make sense a bit of what is the new normal right now. And there's a few other little aspects of it as well that'll help to promote better mental health and well-being, which is something that I will discuss throughout the video. So I hope that you enjoy this. If you do try it out, please do let us know on Facebook or Instagram if you're comfortable to. Give us some feedback, leave us a comment in the comment section below, or drop us a direct message on our social media if there is an activity that you'd like to try, or if there's something that you wish we did differently, or you want something explaining more or less. Then let me know. So we're going to start out by taking an old frame. This is just a picture frame that I've had lying around the house for a while. If you have a corkboard lying around, or even if you wanted to use some leftover cardboard, basically anything that you can use as backing or anything for framing is fine. I've also seen some really interesting ideas of this where people have put them on storage boxes, and then inside the storage box has been materials you might need to carry out the tasks you write on your mood board, which is really interesting. Then we're going to figure out how we're going to format our mood board. So this is a completely personal thing. I've gone for squares just because they're easier to cut, and I thought trying to get perfect circles over and over again would be a really stressful task for me personally. But if you enjoy doing this, or if you think that the end result would make you happier to have a more difficult shape to get, then definitely go for it. So we're going to use these different coloured shapes to act as sections. This can make it much easier for us to compartmentalise different aspects of our life that we might find stressful or difficult to organise. And then of course, because it's a mood board, try to add some imagery that inspires you or imagery that has a calming aesthetic, anything that you find pleasing to look at. I've just used a coupon book that came with one of our kids' crafts materials orders because right now for me this is my biggest inspiration, trying to get the program going and make it more sustainable. Personally, I'm more of a minimalist as well. If you ever saw my flat, you would see that everything is all black and white and there's very little colour apart from all my plants everywhere. This is a personal preference, which is why I chose this. If you sway more towards the eclectic aesthetic, or you think having lots of different types of imagery to look at is inspiring, then definitely include that. Once you're happy with the general layout of your mood board, then you want to add it to your frame or whatever it is that you're using to display it. Here we're using a frame so that we can use a whiteboard pen or a water-based marker to write on top of the glass. This way I can change my weekly goals, and if I need to, I can change what each column means. Once you're done with the creative part of this exercise, take a little while for yourself and try to consider the things that might bring stress to your life or problems you find you're having that you can easily solve. It's really important when you're filling out your mood board to give yourself realistic goals. You can also build up to bigger aspirations by starting off with smaller tasks and increasing the difficulty of these each week. So that is my version of my mood board. I hope that it's helpful to you. It doesn't have to be the way that I've done it today. It can be made with anything that you have in the house. It can be made with any of the additional ideas that I've suggested. So tomorrow's video is going to be another kids crafts video. We're going to be doing some activities using the materials you'll have found in the art boxes we delivered on Tuesday this week. And then on Saturday this week, very exciting, we're going to be doing a live video in the morning, which I'm very excited and stressed about. So I hope that goes well, and I hope you join us for it. Please be sure to like this video and share it with your friends and family or people that you think could enjoy it or benefit from it. But until then, as always, stay home, stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.